I learned a lot about Nvidia from this room, so I figured I would resurrect it on the day that Nvidia is to report earnings after the bell. $500 share price, $1 trillion market cap, clearly the belle of the artificial intelligence ball out in front, leather jacket wearing CEO on stage. They really have it all. The story is beautiful. The numbers are astonishing, and it feels like a company that is really set up to absolutely dominate the next decade. But crazier things have happened, so I'm interested to hear where people think this comes out. The principal reason I'm paying so much attention to Nvidia today is I think Nvidia is really the inception point for this new bull run that we've been on since Q1. And I think Nvidia single-handedly might be the reason why we haven't seen that recession that everyone has prognosticated. Nvidia is certainly leading from the front, and I think they have convinced retail and institutional investors that this next wave will be the biggest wave ever. And so today is a big deal. If they blow out numbers, I think it bodes well for the back half of the year. And if they don't, I think this is the beginning of a major sell-off.
All right, so Nvidia beat. The stock is up after hours. It appears the party continues. I think the chart to watch for Nvidia, tech companies, growth companies, is the 2 and 10-year yield. They've been on an absolute tear to the top right portion of your screen. Today they showed some weakness, and it seems like if that weakness continues, growth stocks could have the green light.
Hey, Brian, I would only caution here not mixing up short-term with a long-term, because in short-term, for sure, it's an amazing story. It's definitely a trend. Nvidia on the tier, and kind of clearly in short-term, there is not that much competition on the radar. But over long-term, I think we're playing exactly the same game as we played with Metaverse 2 years ago. That look at absolute numbers. All Nvidia orders, 100%, is just 8% of TSMC order book. Lots of the stuff that Nvidia sells goes to deeply unprofitable startups. The only profitable model people find out so far is that $20 per month subscription, which is great. It's great if some of those companies will end up being profitable, but realistically, come on, this is World of Warcraft subscription, not a new technological model. So I personally think this space getting severely overfunded, comparing to it real potential, real money-making potential. And I sharply differentiate between money-making potential and sort of impact on technological landscape. But the thing is, it's mostly open source stuff. There is no lock-in anywhere. I cannot pinpoint any single thing that I would say, and I'm ignoring Nvidia now, pick me any company and tell me what is her unique lock-in that will last 10 years. Right now, I cannot say a lock-in that will last like 1 year, because everything, training models, quickly becoming commoditized. Hardware quickly becoming commoditized. Hardware is moving to phone silicon. It's all moving from the cloud to actually edge computing devices that you will just get for free from kind of Apple and Qualcomm. So if everything becoming free, it's awesome for us as consumers, but you cannot monetize that without lock-in. If it's just become free addition, like you don't charge people for TCP/IP, you don't charge people for HTTP. That's kind of maybe a good way to think about AI. It's HTTP of existing human knowledge and being awesome by itself. I do not yet see which company, least of all Nvidia and least of all OpenAI, would have lock-in on this technology. So in sense of hey, Nvidia is preventing recession, I think this is off by 2 orders of magnitude. Nvidia probably influencing this by 1%, and 99% is exactly same plain old reality, like we seen right after the end of Metaverse fake spike.